Forget all the SEO tactics and hacks. The best tactics and hacks in SEO are useless if they don't follow an overall strategy. In this video, I'm going to show you how we elaborate SEO strategies here at my agency SEO Leverage and how you can apply the same knowledge for your site strategy. Hi, my name is Gert. I'm the founder of SEOleverage.com and the author of the book The Erica Framework, a methodology that we have been applying with great success over the years to hundreds of different clients. There are different ways when it comes to elaborating a strategy for SEO. Here at SEO Leverage at my agency, we do it the following way. We have three components we take into account. First of all, the website or the business goals, the website's particular situation, and the competitive landscape. Once we tackle these three issues, we have what we need in order to elaborate an SEO strategy for the long term. Let's look into this a little bit. First of all, the goal. SEO is just one part, one tiny wheel of the entire machine that makes business grow. I'm very well aware of this, and it's not going to be the only channel that's driving the marketing. But it is important that we define how can SEO actually contribute to bringing your business to the goal or closer to the overall goal you're trying to achieve. For most of our clients, this goal, when it comes to the SEO perspective or the SEO part of it, is either traffic, leads, or sales. Most of our clients are pursuing leads or sales because they either want to generate leads to sell off the back of their mailing list or are running Shopify, mostly e-commerce sites that need to sell via organic traffic. The more resources you dedicate to an SEO project, the better the findings you're getting to get out of it. Before we start a deep dive audit on a project, we usually have about an hour-long call with the client. I'm usually doing these calls where I ask them a lot of questions about their site's history, the competitive landscape, what they have been trying, what they have been doing in the past in SEO, just to really get a sense of the situation and not to forget the site's technical aspects. Was there a migration going? What platforms are they using? Why are they using these platforms, etc. We really need to understand what the situation is and what we are actually dealing with. Only then does it make sense to assign a team of usually 5 people in our team to a deep dive audit and analyze this website and its competitors, its keywords, its content and site structure and user experience and backlinks and much more for a couple of weeks and present the findings in a prioritized way based on impact and necessary effort.
This is really good. This is really good. My heart soars.
The situation is very different. During a week, I'm probably checking out hundreds of websites, and every single website, even if it's in the same niche, has a particular situation. And we definitely need to factor in this particular situation in order to find the high impact items that are actually going to move the needle when it comes to SEO. Now, before we come to the competitors, I want to ask you to leave a quick comment if you have any questions about what we have been doing so far. We checked out the situation and we checked out the business goals. Do you have clarity about the business goals when it comes to SEO? Very often everybody knows what they want to achieve with their business, but they are not clear about what part SEO can take over when it comes to the journey getting them closer to the business. So if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Let's talk about the competitive landscape. If you're doing SEO on your own or you're doing SEO with an agency, chances are you're not leveraging enough what information, what intel you can get out of the competitive landscape. And I'm saying this from my own experience, really. Over years, I have been applying best practices to websites, getting very good results, but only in recent years we have really been diving into the competitive landscape more and more. These days we have our own research team, our own R&D team, doing little else than diving into websites, learning everything we can about them and figuring out how we can apply this knowledge to our clients' projects. Competitive landscape is giving you a lot of things, and not everybody showing up on the search results is your competitor. It's just a competing domain. It's a domain competing about the same traffic, the same organic potential or attention you want to drive from the organic channel, and you want to know why they rank there. You want to know what are they doing really well. Why would Google rank this site? Is this based on the content, the user experience, the design, the information, the backlinks? What are these aspects that really make this site rank? And what can we learn from this? One of our best clients, a client that gets a few thousand leads every single month, just from SEO, was able to get where they are right now because we were able to leverage one of his competitors' weak points on time. So we saw them going down and our client went up. And this is the kind of competitive advantage we want to achieve. And this is where it takes resources of usually multiple professional SEOs to come up with the best ideas to leverage this competitive intelligence. So once you understand the competitive landscape, and this is very different from industry to industry, from location to location, you can then see what elements can we extract from this research, from this analysis, and can apply them to this particular website's strategy in order to make sure that we get it ready and set it up for success. And don't get me wrong, competitive analysis doesn't mean copying from competitors. Competitive analysis means identifying patterns that can be applied to a particular project and is all going to give you a huge edge on everybody else out there if you do this right. It's like having a little bit of a glance into the future when you're in there every single day analyzing search results, because it seems like that you can spot where Google is going, what Google pays attention to, and then this knowledge is a great advantage when it comes to the day-to-day SEO operations. Now you know what it takes when to elaborate an SEO strategy in general terms. You want to know your goals, you want to know what kind of competitors you're dealing with, and you want to factor in the particular situation of your website, which is very different from everybody else out there. And once you know about these elements, you can then, with the necessary SEO experience, draft what it takes to get closer to your goals, and then line up the tactics below this strategic umbrella. Here at SEO Leverage, every client of ours has like a strategy document where we summarize this specifically in a written form. And then everybody working on this project always has this as a guideline, so we make sure that every single thing we do for this website, every single suggestion we make, every single optimization we make is comprehended below this strategic umbrella. So we make sure that all the tactics really make sense and are going to bring this site forward. Thank you very much for watching. Please head over to Instagram, find me there with my nickname Gert Mellak, and shoot me a DM telling me that you have seen this video and let me know what you think about it. It's really important for us to get feedback on these videos we're making every single week. Don't forget to subscribe again, by the way, you know it's good karma, and we're going to hopefully see each other next week on the next